Hey guys, welcome to Tokyo Creative Tea Time!
Woo! Cheers!
We have another great team today. We have Elsa.
Hi!
Elise.
It's me.
Shizuka, which is me. And Natasha!
Yay! Are you gonna say that every time?
I don't know, because it kind of like...
It'd just be nice to introduce everyone.
Because we always have kind of different people. You're actually... Is this the first time that you're on this?
Yes.
So she came from TC Play, but first appearance.
I jumped over.
Crossover! It's a crossover!
I jumped over from that channel.
Oh my
Where's
gosh.
Emma?
Yeah, where is Emma? We need Emma in here one of these days.
Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah, but wait, can you tell us about what you do here at TC? TC?
I'm a media associate and I work at TC and I do the play videos, so this is new to me, this talk thing.
This talk thing. Yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of talking today. And what are we talking about today? Look at these amazing signs. These two drew them. So good. So
Artistic. Wow, I wonder what.
So artistic. Tattoos in Japan.
Yes.
Yes. And this is not really my topic of expertise because I am bare as a baby.
I mean, you can always talk about why you're bad as a
Yeah,
baby.
why are they?
Oh, that's actually partially because
Absolutely.
tattoos are so taboo in Japan. Like
Really?
I can't do, so I do some like TV work sometimes in the talent industry in Japan. If you have tattoos, that's a really big no.
It's a no.
Especially if you do like modeling or something, because
Yeah.
they don't want you showing your tattoos, and if you have it, then they'll have to cover it up somehow, and it'll be a huge hassle.
It's
Yeah.
just annoying.
So they don't want you to have it, and they prefer if you don't have like tons of piercings either.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, I was told in my Japanese talent agency before that don't get piercings.
Whoa. I mean, okay, so
A little phone going off.
that's crazy. I didn't know piercings was a thing. Okay, so
Yeah, if you're doing like hardcore modeling, I guess.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but did you guys get tattoos before you came?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So did you know about the stigma?
Yeah.
Of course. I
Okay.
think everybody knows it's pretty big out there that
Yeah,
oh,
definitely.
if you have a tattoo, you're part of the Yakuza, you're gangster and all that, but you know.
Yeah. So what do you? Okay, as like foreigners in Japan, what do you think? Like the stigma. Like how strong do you think the stigma? Have you gotten any responses? You know, where are the places you can't be allowed? Let's just give it overall.
I think personally, like experience-wise, for me, I haven't really experienced anything just because my tattoos are really small and covered up. So I have one here, like in the middle of my finger. Yeah, it's not really a problem for me. So I'm not sure about you guys. Do you guys have any experience, like bad experiences?
Definitely.
So first of all, how about where are your tattoos and what are
Well,
they?
like
how many?
I have
yeah.
4 tattoos, and I think mine are like, I think they are kind of bigger than yours.
Yeah. Your one's that one's
Yeah.
not, that one's
Like
a
I have
medium
one.
size.
I have one here.
Yeah.
I have the bunny here, and then on my back and on my leg. And like I usually don't have any problems in Tokyo, especially people are used to see
Yeah.
like foreigners with tattoos, because like I feel like outside of Japan is like everyone and their
Yeah.
mother is tattooed.
It's very normal outside of
Yeah,
Japan.
but like I remember this time I was going to a Hilton hotel here in Japan, and I have been to other Hilton's hotels like like a lot of times, and it didn't say anything. For example, in the webpage, so I just asked them, because I know they have like a problem with tattoos and swimming pools and onsen.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, this is a Hilton hotel, but no, if you have tattoos, you cannot use a swimming pool.
Whoa.
And I was like, okay, this
That's
is
so
real.
strange. Yeah.
But isn't like the most of the demographic audience? Oh, this is so much. I mean, like YouTube.
The
in my head.
guests.
The guests. That's what I'm talking about. But
the audience
that's
of
what
the
I'm saying. I
swimming
know. I'm like, what?
Like on most of the people that go to the hotels,
Like,
usually,
are they international?
yeah.
Well, this hotel was not in Tokyo or like Kyoto or Nara. It was
okay.
like some place, like I don't
Off.
exactly remember the place, but it was like more inland. And
So
like
yeah.
but like I was like, okay, so this chain of hotels is American, right? So like I was hoping, like
was
they would be
fine.
okay. And like no, they politely told me to like not use the onsen or the swimming pool because I had tattoos. With like, but like I wasn't even planning to go to the onsen because I'm very shy anyway. So if there's no family onsen or private onsen, I'd rather not go in. But it's my personal taste. But like the swimming pool to me was a little bit like
Come on.
that's
a bit too much, I
Okay.
feel.
Or the gym. You cannot go to the gym
Yeah.
either.
Okay. So I heard about the gym one.
What?
Yeah. Okay. not like your girl goes to the gym, but like at the
Yeah,
same
me
time.
neither. I'm
I
like,
think none of us.
no.
Nobody here
but like,
goes
no.
to the gym.
If the option is like rid of me, I'm gonna be like, why? I want to. So I've been actually, why
Yeah, why
gyms?
not?
That's so odd to me. Shizuka,
Yeah.
as the Japanese representative.
Wait, do people go to the gyms in just like their sports bra or something? That's why.
I
In
don't
Japan,
know.
they do. I don't
I don't think
so.
so.
Right?
I don't
Well,
know.
like,
What's the problem?
Yeah, the gym commercials I see, like people are like dressed up. They're not like
Exactly.
in the sports bra or like super tiny shorts. They are like dressed.
true.
What's going on?
Maybe they'll beat you up in the gym or something. You know, like because they're strong. So just like because they have tattoos, like
It's like,
oh,
bro,
I'm ready. You
They
know,
look dangerous,
Maybe.
looking dangerous.
Maybe
But
that's
if you
why.
have like a butterfly or a bunny, why
I know.
it's obviously not.
Yeah, I know. It's so innocent.
You're my
looking.
bunny.
Let's go back to like the stigma, right?
Yeah.
Yakuza.
Where does it come from?
Yes. Any insight onto
I
that?
know, I
know a
know.
little bit.
You know it.
I know.
Then
I did some
go ahead.
research like for
Ooh.
a
Good.
while.
Okay,
did
go
you
ahead.
find
Let us
out?
know.
But you know too.
I,
So
I don't know like the full extent. Like
if
I've
I'm
got
wrong,
friends.
you can like
Okay.
come in.
No.
Let's hear what you
Please,
have.
please.
So the thing is, in like Japan has had like a really long story with like a love-hate for tattoos, and as far as I know, it comes like the current stigma comes from, of course, the Japanese mafia, which like they used to have like a lot of tattoos, but like even nowadays, not all the mafia members are tattooed because it's like kind
It's
of
traditional.
it's the smart thing to do. Like if
Right,
if you're up to no good, maybe you want to look like the next
Respectful.
person.
Right.
And
Hide
like
a little bit.
also when for a period of time in Japanese jails, they used to tattoo inmates. So if you had a tattoo on you, it would mean like you're like an
Ex-con.
Ex-con.
Ex-con, pretty
Okay.
much.
Right.
So it kind of was like associated with
Wow.
that, and also with the Ainu people. They had like a long story of like women tattooing women only. It was like kind of like a sisterly act.
I love that.
cool.
That's amazing.
Like when the rest of Japan like absorbed, there were like wars and things. So when they absorbed it in a way for like making them into Japan, they banned all the tattoos and they started being illegal. So it was like
That's
this like
crazy.
the Ainu girls and women used to like tattoo in the underground, because it was part of their religion and their culture.
That
And
is
they
so nice.
they tried to keep it alive, but like I feel
it's
like they
dying down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like the last tattooed Ainu woman died like maybe like 20 years ago or something.
That's
so-
so sad.
I would pay
I feel
so
like it's
much
like
money
a
to
combo of everything. So it doesn't matter what you look
Yeah.
look it from a Japanese perspective. It's not good or not good.
Right.
So that's why I feel like Japanese are like better not tattoos, just in case.
But like, I think
interesting.
like Japanese people aren't really too obvious when they like in public when they just like when they look you up and down. Like Elise always has the tattoos out, so
Oh.
like maybe you have some experiences with
Yeah.
that.
I
don't
mean,
think the two
I
of
can
them-
look at you.
You know,
Okay.
and you're wearing your like Chinese traditional.
So I look
outfits,
like extra
you look
like-
kind of like an Asian gangster, like a legit like a mafia.
It doesn't help that
That's
she's so
my,
tall.
that's my aesthetic. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but I'm huge. So I'm here to Japan. I obviously I'm darker than a lot of people here because everyone's very pale. It's very
Yeah.
So I stand out is basically what I'm saying. But I also have.
But also because you're beautiful.
Oh my god! Stop flirting with. I'm gonna get rid of. What the heck? Oh my god! Like, you expect
This
that.
guy is such a model.
Okay, continue.
Okay, but like, yeah, I just, especially in summer, your girl doesn't do heat, so like this just all comes out.
Yeah. She just
So-
wears like a tank top or something.
Yeah, and I
Wow.
don't, at this point, I don't even, like, in the beginning when I first came, I was like, oh my god, conservative, no tits, like, no boobs, no. And then it was just like, tits out! Okay, it's so hot, I'm sweating every day. So, I've got, I don't know,
Show everything.
I didn't even care at the end, honestly.
It is so hot here.
It's
though.
really
like,
hot.
Yeah,
I understand.
I know.
Yeah, so I have like, I think 7 tattoos right now.
Ooh.
And I really like my arms because I can see them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also I really lanky arms, so like that's just the most space.
Mm-hmm.
But I have gotten some cases from older people.
I think
that
it's
they're a lot
definitely the
more.
older people.
Yeah.
Well, the young people don't care.
Younger people
Yeah.
are like, oh, but they're like, oh, kakui.
It's kind
And
of
then
they're more like kakui, but I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
every
yeah.
time I'm like, oh,
Exactly.
do you want one? And they're like, oh, yeah.
Like we accept it because they know it's common
Exactly.
abroad, and
Exactly.
it looks cool if a foreign person does
Yeah,
it. But
yeah,
there's
yeah.
still too much stigma in Japan as
Yeah.
a Japanese person to do it themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they think it looks cool, and they'll be like, "Oh, sweet,
Yeah.
that's
I
awesome."
mean, like there was one time when I was in Roppongi. Roppongi is quite like foreigner.
Yeah,
And I went to a pho place, so a Vietnamese noodle place, and
I thought you said a fur place. I was like,
no.
Obviously a pho place.
It's always me eating, so it has to be.
It's a little bit of your Australian accent too. Nor.
Sorry to all the Vietnamese people, I might be like ruining that word. But I went there, and then this was like one of the times where it was like surprisingly got really bad customer service from this old grandma. But I was like, it's fine, it's old grandma, she's had a tough life.
What did she say?
So she was just like, you're waiting, like it was raining, so she's like, you're waiting my floor, can you just go outside and put your umbrella out? I was like, I'm so sorry. So I put it out, and then she goes, can't you see I'm busy? Like, can you just wait there? And I was like, okay. And I didn't even say anything.
Wow.
So I was kind of
Because
like,
you have tattoos, or just because she hates you, maybe?
just because she hated me at that point.
Okay.
Like, I think she just like, I obviously looked foreigner, so she was probably just like, it was out of the way kind of niche restaurant, so that she probably didn't even get a lot of foreigners. So I think she was just like, a bit, it was just a bad day for her, and I was like, that's fine. And then she sat down, and then I was like, okay, I want to order, and then she didn't come out, and I was like, sumimasen, and then didn't hear anything, so I was like, okay, so I did a little bit of like that, and then I saw her head peek out, she's like, why are you rushing me? In Japanese, she's like, why are you rushing? I'm coming. And I was like, so then when she came and ordered, when she's like, and then she came and she was like, what do you want, basically, like. And then it was a cold day, but I was like, you know what? And I was like, it would be good to try something. So so out of my tattoos, they're just very like arty. Like that's just but I have one here that my friend did for me, and it was super like dirty. You shouldn't get someone that your friend did it. Like there was a dog, and he didn't use numbing cream, and then he just did it with his, like he just went straight in.
Oh, my tattoos are without numbing cream.
Yeah,
wow.
see, I see like
Never
a sailor.
again.
You guys are amazing.
So this one
tough.
looks super dodgy, and like I don't know if you guys can see. I don't know if you guys can see, but
I can see a little bit.
it's a mandarin.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know, it looks like the dodgiest out of all of them. Like it doesn't look professional, but it's like my favorite one. So when I was ordering, I kept going like that. I was like, this one, please. This one. So I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm gonna scare her a little bit, like because like I didn't have any bad intent. It was just like, so I was like,
It's like, you want to be rude to me? Watch my tattoos.
and then show me some respect.
And then, but I was like doing this, and then I was like, because I also have one here. And I was just like, turn this way. And, so sorry. And then I kept like, and I ordered way too much because I was like, you want to see something? I'm gonna show you something. And then after that, she's like, do you want some tea? Do you want some chili with it? Do you have some soy sauce? And she was so nice.
Are
after.
you serious?
Okay.
Wow.
Like
So
yeah.
this is
and
more of a case of not like them being mean to you because of your tattoos, but more of being scared of you.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
So she was scared because of the tattoo, and like, but at the same time, I was like, this is wild that they're still afraid, but at the same time, like, show your customer respect there.
Yeah.
I'm too spoiled by
But
the
you
customer
kinda-
service here, but like that kind of stuff still happens sometimes with older people.
Yeah, definitely it's the older people.
Exactly.
I actually think like this thing with older people doesn't only it does not only apply to Japan. Like where I come from as well, like mostly I get shit from older people about my tattoos and piercings, and I think in general, even in Japan, if you guys don't know, piercings is really looked down upon as well. That's why,
Japan?
for girls, you don't notice they always sell
true.
earrings as pierce. So earrings and pierce are different. They have clip-on earrings most of the time.
Yeah.
Because
right,
girls aren't supposed to have pierced ears.
Yeah.
So a lot of the, not say rebel teens, but teenagers who kind of want piercings,
Yeah.
the only way for you to get it like in a sanitary way is actually at a hospital. So a lot of kids just kind of
That's
wild. A lot of kids at
Crazy.
home kind of help each other, like just use a
Oh,
random
yes,
needle and
the
ginger,
ice.
and they kind of like, okay, 1, 2,
Yeah.
So like a lot of
That's
their
the old
piercings,
school way to do it.
like
in Spain they give us piercings when we are babies.
Oh yeah, but that's
really cool.
Same-
That's
same
completely
But
different.
it's cute.
in
I think,
Australia.
well, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it like to my child. I would let her choose. But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I have nothing against like
yeah.
it's
But
totally
it's
fine
very
for me.
common
exactly.
in a lot of countries to pierce as babies. But in Japan, it's very unheard of for kids to have piercings.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any.
But I didn't personally actually know that there was that much of an issue with piercings because a lot of people do have them. in Japan?
I have friends in Korea as well who told me like, oh, like in Japan, all of my friends, like their parents don't allow them to get piercings anywhere. So like,
What?
much less even think about tattoos, you know?
Yeah,
So
tattoos
true.
are like a big no everywhere.
But
in
tattoos in Japan, as like Korea, are supposed to be done by like medical professional.
Yeah.
So, and I guess like just finding out, just like same as piercings, which is crazy. So
It's crazy.
it's not like, it's very, even just to get a tattoo in Japan is quite difficult.
Right?
Yeah.
Like where we come from, it's just like you have those like mini shops.
Exactly.
Shops
It's like
everywhere.
every second
Tattoo
one.
parlors.
Exactly. But like here, obviously, there's like social media. You know, there are people who love tattoos, who
Definitely.
are, you know, like giving tattoos. And although it's a bit dodgy, but like. They're all professionals and they're all, you know, still willing to accept clients, foreign clients. So foreigners are usually the people getting tattoos here in Japan.
Yeah.
You'll see a couple of Japanese people, but it's always small, behind the ear type stuff.
Right.
You know, just a tiny little love heart or something. Nothing too big.
But
Right.
Japan has like this ridiculous love-hate relationship with tattoos in which they don't allow tattoos and they have this stigma. And then every anime and every game they put out, like, people have tattoos. One Piece, they have tattoos. The like latest Final Fantasy, tattoos.
But
Final
mostly-
Fantasy
So proud of
14, tattoos on the face. Everyone's tattooed.
But I feel like-
But
oh my
those
god.
those were like
those
to
are like-
ex-cons and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're
Those
like
are all like
game characters, but like those anime that have like people, like normal people with tattoos, are always portrayed as bad guys.
Yeah.
Or like in
Whoa.
an anime one.
so One Piece, although they're like the main character, but they're still pirates,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but when people see them, they don't see like, oh, this is like the kind of person I don't want to be. It's kind of hero.
Yeah. I get it.
Even if they are pirates or like they are, I don't know. Like
Yeah.
it's not always like in the kind of. It's always in the kind of
Okay,
kakoi.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
had like hard guy, like you
Yeah.
know, like
Right.
yeah. It's like for me at least in video games, I see it a lot, and like I don't feel like they are portrayed as less as the rest. Yes, like it's kakoi, it's cool.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
But
cool.
I think that's true. Like the culture in Japan and the view toward tattoos is changing a little bit though,
Definitely.
especially as the
Absolutely.
younger generation is
Yeah.
becoming more globally minded and, you know, they speak more
100%,
English.
for sure.
So I even know some people who live in Japan who actually did get tattoos in Japan. You did too. You
My
actually got
husband
them
too.
here?
Mm.
Oh my
Do you
gosh.
guys happen to know if like they do the hand poke type tattoos here?
They do.
Really?
But they are like these people are actually long time historical like tattoo artists who usually used to do it for Yakuza.
Oh.
So you can actually do.
Is it really
you can,
expensive then?
Absolutely. So these people they don't do other designs. If you have a design that you want, they don't do that. They usually just rock up and they're like, you choose a design there that you already have, even from their flash book, or you can just be like, fuck it, choose one. Like just put something on me.
Yeah.
And they do the traditional hand poking, which kills. To put it.
So how do they do that?
really
Is it
hard,
like
yeah.
they take the needle and they have like a little...
Oh no, so they do it like they have like a whole like pose for it, and
yeah.
it depends on each artist. But essentially, it's just like beep, 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 beep.
But they
And
use a
they
little
dip it-
mallet
Like
to...
the
No, no,
nail
no,
is
no.
like this, I think.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like they just put it like this, like with something, and
Yeah, and they
and
just
they
hit it.
I'm
Yeah.
actually really nervous because I just booked
Ooh.
my appointment next week in Korea to get my first hand poke tattoo.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness.
Yeah,
I'm
they-
worried that's gonna hurt.
To
Like,
be honest, admittedly, in my opinion, they're much more beautiful than actually
Really?
guns. Yeah. But that's essentially what a tattoo gun. But essentially, that's what a tattoo gun is, because if you look at the tattoo gun, it just goes back
Yeah,
and forth.
yeah, right.
So it's the same thing.
Same.
I don't think it will hurt
but
that
it
much more.
takes a lot.
It takes a lot longer because
okay.
some people. So the
Wow.
ones in Japan, they hold it themselves. They don't have like something to keep it still.
Yeah.
They're just pros. They're just like boom, 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 and they dip, and once in a while they're like boom, boom, boom. But you're not getting it in Japan. So
yeah,
these
yeah,
people,
yeah.
yeah,
But
are
in
like,
Korea, I wonder what it's going to be like in Korea though.
it's pretty much the same situation, I guess, but there are a lot of like very hipster and like really
Yeah.
artistic type of artists, like tattoo artists in
wow.
Korea now, and they're all really very famous on
Yeah.
Instagram and stuff.
Oh,
That's
cool.
different compared to Japan, because like I've wanted to get a tattoo in Japan for the longest time, but every time I do some research, it's mostly really big pieces that look really traditional,
Yeah.
like fully colored in and all.
There
Like
are-
a
I mean,
Yakuza style.
Like a giant
like,
tiger or something.
full
But like
back,
you can
I
always
just want
bring
that
full
though.
arm.
Yeah.
Just take your design to store.
So I'm just like, I don't know, like if that's the only thing that they have like to show, I'm not sure if I can come with something minimalistic and be like, hey,
School your
They will
style.
do it 100%.
Really?
I don't
Like
think so.
in my store, like when my husband got like he has a one-line tattoo in the same style, like one-line
just single
tattoo.
line, yeah.
Oh.
And the store is gnarly itself. Like the people there are like fully face tattoos
Gnarly.
and everything.
Gnarly.
So, but they will do whatever.
Okay.
They are professional.
It
so
depends.
yes.
I guess it depends on each artist because I have artist friends here who are like, I don't. Why would I copy someone else's design?
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
if you're going to me, you get my design.
Oh well,
So it
yeah,
depends.
it depends on the artist. But that
absolutely.
happens everywhere.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's good to know that Japan at least
Yeah.
has options.
Yeah.
Yeah, for him it was like I brought my design and they did it on him and it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was like really fast, really nice, and they were like very professional.
But even so, yeah, there are really great tattoo parlors in Japan.
I think
Yeah.
Yeah, they do both. Like, but obviously there's a majority of the traditional. But if you want
so definitely.
more modern ones, there are. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what the foreigners want too. When they come to Japan, they either get like the sakura flowers,
Yeah.
the dragon,
Or like a bit of kanji.
yeah, the dragon,
fried rice.
and like
Chicken fried rice, chahan. So good.
the koi fish and things like
The
that.
koi fish.
Ghibli.
The
Oh,
koi
man.
fish is a
Oh yeah, yeah, some
classic.
Totoros and things
So
like
good.
that. Yeah.
That just reminded me of a tattoo. You know, do you remember the Spice Girls?
yeah.
I used to
Okay.
have, when I was a kid, I used to have like a Spice Girls Barbie, and she had a big Chinese character tattoo on her arm. Do you know what it said?
No.
No.
It said "onna,"
Oh,
which just means
female.
woman.
I like that though.
No.
But
I
it's
can't-
from
cheating.
the Japanese perspective, it's kind of
It's a bit
like
odd.
dasai. Like it's kind
Yeah.
of like it's very uncool.
Well, if you
Yeah.
if
like
you
it's
look at
literally just like female.
Yeah. I
Like
get
it's
that.
like male, female. Which one would you check on your like?
Yeah.
on yours?
Okay.
Like,
it can be so much worse.
Yeah.
If you think
It
about
could be. It could be a lot
Definitely,
worse.
definitely.
There are tons of like tattoo fails. Like I saw
Oh,
on the
it's so
internet.
good.
I love it. So many.
Oh, yeah. You're like
One
sweating for the rest of your life. Oh my god.
It's so bad. One I saw like kitchen. It said like daidokoro. I don't know how you ended up
It's
with
because
that.
that word is just so it like rhythmic. So maybe
It
they were like,
looks
oh,
nice.
I love kitchens. Like,
Well, maybe they love kitchens. I don't know. I love my kitchen too. But not so much to get tattooed, but I love my kitchen.
Right, right.
But even if you're in Japan, there are you just have to understand that there is a stigma, and there are some places that you can or can't go to. So also mention onsen,
gym, pools, and some beaches
Some
too.
beaches.
some
Yeah.
beaches, water parks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Water
well,
parks.
like if there's
That's what I
water
said.
involved,
Any
maybe
public
it's like
water
maybe that
involved.
Public pool type of place.
Yeah, any
no,
public
no.
area. But you can also, I don't know if you guys have this, but I've got like tattoo stickers.
Yeah.
Yeah, shucks. I wanted to cover that. Like, I feel like they have stickers and like foundation.
Yeah.
Like, for the purpose of covering up your tattoos.
Is it like waterproof?
It is.
Yes.
But like,
Cool.
I think it's still like not. It's still frowned upon. Like,
Yeah.
it is made for that. But like, they say, you should be honest and be like, you shouldn't do that. But like, honestly,
but-
if you don't care, then
But if it's in summer, I want to go to
Well,
water
it's
park.
totally, I feel it's totally
on.
okay. Just like if the tattoo itself is what bothers people, just cover it and like
what they
get
don't
away
know
with
what
it.
won't hurt them.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
I mean, because what can you do? Like, I mean, you have the tattoos already. You had them before you came to Japan. You can't. But you
Really
still
do
want to
it.
go to a pool or go to an onsen sometimes. So.
But the onsen part is what bothers me. Like when you go to the onsen, you're not there like checking out everyone else's body. So if I have like a butt tattoo and you're staring at my butt, it's like, what's your problem? Like it's like
I hit
stop
mine
it.
once. I went to an onsen that didn't allow tattoos, and I just every time I came out of the water, I just took my towel like.
just put it under the arm.
I mean,
casually.
yeah, but you should be minding your own business more or less, right? Not
Right.
admiring the rest of the people
I
that
think
is
it's
naked
just the
around.
long history that comes with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
We should always just be respectful, even like wherever
Yeah,
we go.
I mean, it's okay to be like, oh, that sucks that they, but you can't be like, they
You
should
can
change it.
they
you
cannot
know?
you cannot force it.
You're
That's
still a
why
tradition.
Yeah, absolutely.
you can always get like the family onsen if you want, which is like private
Private
for
ones.
you. Yeah,
Great.
and
Right.
it's only like a little bit more money, like
Yeah.
tiny little
That's
bit.
true.
There's always alternatives.
And you can wear whatever you want.
Right. You can get private hotel rooms. But I mean, yeah, I'm not sure how much this actually came through, but like the reason that they want you to cover it, or the reason that you don't want the tattoos, is because there are Yakuza gangsters who do go to the hot springs or the public baths, and they just don't want those people to come in. So they're not really sure if you're related to a gang. It's
Also,
possible.
if the particular person is not tattooed, he's enjoying the onsen, while like foreigner people here are like outside of the onsen because we have tattoos. So maybe you can have like the Yakuza member inside having a blast, like no tattoos at all, and we are like, hi, we cannot go.
I know.
She would
The
mind.
opposite happens now, because if the Yakuza nowadays are not getting tattooed, then that means
How would you tell?
they're you would
just
never know.
average people
But just
walking
in case,
around.
no
Ooh, look,
foreigners.
guys, That's cool.
They should make an exception for foreigners though, because how likely are they going to be
A blonde
related
Yakuza,
with the
like a
Japanese
white Yakuza
gangs?
person.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not common.
Very uncommon. But yeah, that stigma still kind of exists, but it's changing.
Absolutely.
And there are ways around it if you do have tattoos. So you can still go to a hot spring if you cover it
Yeah.
up. Still go to a pool if you cover it up. But just be cautious about it.
Yeah, it's something to know.
Mm-hmm.
But
That
no
it
one, would,
happens here.
no one would just hate you just because you have tattoos. So
Maybe
don't
maybe
worry
maybe
about
her
it.
I
maybe
mean,
her
maybe
old
older
lady
people,
in the
older people.
restaurant.
But like they wouldn't, and they're still polite. They wouldn't tell you. They would just be like, oh, they'll just shift the attitude and be like, oh my god, I'll give you anything you want.
It's all good in the hood.
yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, don't worry too much if you have tattoos and you come to Japan. Just be a little wary, especially around older people, and then you're good.
Yeah, definitely.
Young people think it's cool, so there's no
Yeah.
problem.
We think it's cool too. So you do you.
We're young.
You do you. That's a good point. That's
Yeah.
really important. But I hope this gave you some insight in tattoos in Japan. I thought that was a really fun discussion about tattoos.
Yay.
Hope you guys learned something. And see you guys in the next Tokyo Creative Tea Time.
Bye.
Bye.